Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Subnautica, shall we? Trying to get back to our prawn suit after a warper disaster. And, you know, warper disasters are just par for the course. They are really treacherous, and hopefully what we can do here is get this prawn suit back and explore this cool biome further, but I'll tell you what. Uh-oh. These are the indicators of the fish out there, I believe. You know, I was given a great tip, and so many good tips come into the comments, and I want to say thank you so much for everyone's detailed comments that they give me. We are getting creature attacked. I'm just going to drop down. We can actually get closer to the prawn suit if we use our... I'm going to use the camera here. Here we go. I'll turn on the lights. Oh. Go back to the camera. If we try to get our Cyclops down there. Now, I did this in my Let's Play. I kind of like parked my Cyclops way down. And it is possible to maneuver this thing in such a fashion that you can get it almost right down to that biome that we died in. And warpers can't get you inside the Cyclops, so it generally makes life easier if you have quick access to this. And if you die, you just, usually spawn right in here and you're fine. So I'm going to bring this thing down as far as I can to get us, there it is. There's our suit right there. So, you could see the warper just chilling right by it and just generally being annoying. But with our Cyclops here, we certainly don't have to be as concerned about it. So I'm going to park my Cyclops and try to get the prawn suit and bring it right back here. Also, some things that I thought about and other people mentioned on the tips. I have this knife right here. It's upgraded and it automatically cooks fish when I hit them. So instead of starving to death, I could have just slashed a fish and then it would have cooked and we could have just eaten it like on the spot and not worried about starvation when we were getting really hungry back there. So never forget about your knife, especially once you've upgraded it, because it cooks it immediately. It's like a heat laser death knife. All right. And water is an issue for us. So what we can do if we're having trouble getting water, beyond just like eating a lot of plants, that's kind of what I do about the water issue, is we can actually try to build a base down in this biome close to the laboratory, because we're going to need a base down here, and then we can work on hooking up to the geothermal power that's down here, taking advantage of that, and then also creating a water purification station so that we just get water. So here's our suit that is, being diligently guarded by the warper. And I'm going to go try to get it anyway. If we get killed, then that's the reality. But we're close here. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Get in the prawn. There you go. Great. All right. Now, we're in the prawn suit, and then there's our Cyclops right there. We don't really want lead. We don't want titanium. I'm going to actually try to get into my Cyclops. There we go. And if you grapple, like, on these doors, usually that's enough to get you there. Didn't work that time. Alright. The doors are kind of opening, and I'm just going to try to pull myself in here. It's a little bit wonky. You just kind of keep tethering yourself up until this grabs you. And you see how it's not going to grab us right now? We're going to let go and then just kind of like try and steer ourselves in like that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We made it. Jackpot. Okay, So now we're in, and we can manage. Let's look in our inventory. Yeah, we don't really have anything in here. We're good. And I'm going to now just try to take us deeper and deeper. We're 452 meters deep. And if you see, if I pilot the sub, you can look up here. Our Cyclops, we need to upgrade its depth because its crush depth is only 500 meters. So we are going to, if we want to take the Cyclops deeper, which is very, very helpful, we're going to need to upgrade that. So we can look over here at this and say, okay, we need like the next level depth module, which is probably something that we create at our modification station, maybe? Let me see what we've got here. Oh, no, we just didn't even make the first depth module. Okay, never mind. All right, what do we need for this? Great. Ingredients unknown. Oh, that's why, because we haven't found the proper ingredients. Well, touche. Okay, so eventually we'll take this down, but for now, we can't. Now, I'd love to stand here and repair my prawn, but for some reason you can't repair it when it's in this bay like this. And if I go down, let me see if I can repair it from underneath. No, it doesn't. It's a little bit strange. Like, for some reason, you can't access it. Like, it's right here. It seems like it would make sense that I could, you know, fuss with it, but you can't. So we're going to have to take this outside to repair it, which is fine. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to drop down to the bottom. I'm going to get out quickly, and I'm going to try to repair this thing. Not ideal, but whatever, it'll work. Okay, we're going to enter the prawn. And now, we're about 527 meters deep. Our Cyclops is pretty close, but we can actually start going deeper here and working on this biome a little bit further. Oh boy. That guy did 5 damage to us right there. So this might be where we want to set up our base, you know? If we were interested. But we also probably want to get a little bit closer to the space station, etc. Here's some Leviathan remains. Can we scan this? Sure. These are all good to get in the old data bank. That's the Reaper, which is probably the first big Leviathan that we see behind the Aurora. Now, if we wanted, we could start drilling for titanium if we wanted to put a base in. But I'm trying to think, like, where do I want to put that base? Oh, here's the titanium right here. Let's get it. Busting this up. Slow process, but lots of titanium, or whatever you're looking for, right? So, you know. This is kind of a cumbersome thing if you want to make a base down here. This is what I did in my Let's Play. I made a base down here. And sometimes you'll have to kind of like make some shuttle runs with your Cyclops back and forth to get all of the supplies you need if you can't find everything here. Looks like we already got this guy. Yeah, this is the guy that wants to eat us, normally. And more bones. Whee! Okay, here's rubies. Kinds of good stuff here. Some more titanium. So we're super deep. We're 720 meters deep, which means if we did want to build a base around here, we're going to need to reinforce it mightily because of it'll be getting a lot of pressure. Okay. Great. There's a little bit more here. Okay. And just moving forward. The nice thing is, too, we have a straight path right back to our Cyclops. We know where it is. That's not an issue. All right. And what we're looking for now is, I mean, we can build the base pretty much anywhere, but yeah, here we go. So here's some big geothermal vents. So we could connect our base to this and get power for basically ever. I'd like to build my base in a room that does not have warpers. So I'm going to kind of scout this out and just look around, and, you know, you see this is another waterfall. And maybe it would be useful to have a base right down here. There's a big boy over there. We don't want a creature attack either. So this room looks pretty quiet, you know, if we wanted to just start thinking about that. I don't see any warpers or leviathans, any kind of big fish at all here. So this could be a good spot. Now, the base that we're going to make, it's not going to be massive. Like, we're not looking to put something in that's humongous or even rivals our main base over by the escape pod, because we don't need it to be that big. We only need a little bit of stuff here so that we can get back here, get food and water, have a place to dump goods and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get out, and I'm going to go to my inventory, and I'm going to bust out my habitat builder, and I'm just going to assign that right here. And then let's just say we wanted to build a multi-purpose room. This will be the starting point of our base. It needs titanium. Now, unfortunately, we can't draw from this storage, but we know we have a bunch of titanium here. So let's put in that. And if we don't like this, we can always move it. All right, I'm going to put in a multi-purpose room. And I can just put it right here. And we'll just hold this down. You know, it just kind of automatically puts the legs in for you. We're going to want a scanner down here so that we can find things. All right, and then let me go here, and we need to build a hatch. But we need quartz for this. So let's think about what else we want. More multi-purpose rooms are fine, but we could build like an X compartment that kind of goes right here. We can't get inside right now, obviously, because we don't have what that would take. So I'm going to go ahead and try to connect that, and it looks like this. Oh, sorry. I always push R2. There we go. So this is the start of a base. We need a lot more to go with this, though. Oh, I did not connect this X container, this X to what we already had. That's hilarious. Not quite what we're hoping for. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get these to line up. There they go. Boy, that's a strange base. That was a mistake, but now they're working, sort of. All right, so let's get back in our prawn. It's getting hot for us right here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And we need to get some quartz and some other stuff. And what's cool is, obviously, you have all the blueprints on you, so you could just see what you need and from anywhere, and then just bring all the supplies. And there might even be quartz down here, for that matter. Well, I mean, speak of the quartz, and here it is, right? So I have to actually jump out to just pick that up, unfortunately, but that's one piece. So let's see if we can find like a big node and some other stuff that would be useful here. But we can also just go back to our Cyclops and see what's waiting for us. It is apparent that we're going to still need to do some searching. Here's some more quartz around to get schematics. We're missing some stuff. We're missing the Cyclops depth module, of course. We'll take all this. That's fine. Here's some more quartz for us. And quartz. And what we want to do is make sure that we get enough to build grow beds. Because the first thing I want to put in my, little base down here would be just a way to grow plants so we can have food and water. Alright. See? I knew we'd find some quartz around here, and we're really doing well with that, actually. Alright. Our O2 is still reasonable. And this is a nice spot. It might be a little bit too far away from exciting things, but the cool thing about this spot is that, and that's unfortunately nothing, there's not too many threatening creatures here. Ah, here we go. This is all the quartz we'll ever need. So let's go get our prawn and come get that. We can look for more titanium to drill, things like this. Lead. Alright. Kind of striking out with a bunch of lead. Really not needing that right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over here, and then I'm going to grapple, and I didn't use that very successfully, but it's okay. And we'll just kind of pull ourselves over. And here we go. Quartz SiO4 silica in crystalline form. Okay. Alright, so that's a bunch of quartz. So honestly, if we could find some more titanium, we'd be just about where we need to be. Now, our base is behind those volcanoes. That's the easiest way for us to remember, but it's not marked. So we could stand to create a beacon. Oh, there is, a smaller Leviathan over here. Okay, so it's not entirely without hostile, but hopefully that's not too big of a deal. If it becomes a situation, we can move our base. The enemies don't usually just all-out attack you. And more quartz right over here, of course. And then diamonds, just chilling. We're taking a little damage. It's not prohibitive. And there is some lithium and some more lithium. Just take a look at your health, and it's fine. And uranite crystal, diamonds, cool stuff. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go back up to the Cyclops. More quartz. It is an embarrassment of riches here. More quartz. How about it? Even more quartz. So we could build with a lot of glass if we wanted to. All right. And I'm just going to kind of go up here. Jumping. And we are in an altogether different area. We could actually... Oh boy, there's a warper. I was going to say, we could actually bring our Cyclops a little bit closer. This guy might want to make our life miserable, but at least we're close to our Cyclops if he decides to kill us. Alright. Flying up. Okay. And we'll just kind of try to stabilize. Got it. So you can bring yourself in with the grapple if you get everything lined up right. Alright. And time to just take down some bulbo tree. How much inventory space do I have? Plenty. Inventory full. That is a shame. We'll plant this back. Oh, it's growing, not done yet. Alright. And we're topped off. Okay. So let's put stuff away. But first, let's just try to get ourselves even closer.
Engine powering up.
The reason we couldn't go too much closer is because of the depth, but we can at least move forward. And get a bit closer to where we're trying to build this base. And we're not going to be able to get too much closer than this.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Alright, so we'll stay right here. Just go forward. Really, I'm just trying to get away from the warper. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Alright. Exit.
Engine powering down.
Powering down. Speaking of powering down, what power are we at for the ship? We're fine. Energy is just fine. Alright. So we want to check and we want to get as much titanium out of here as we can. We actually don't have that much. I'll put some lithium back. We can fabricate if we want to make like a beacon, which might be valuable to mark our base. So if we wanted to just say, okay, let's create a beacon, we just need copper ore and titanium. Copper isn't a problem. We luckily have plenty of that. Titanium, yeah. Do we have any in the storage here? No. Alright, we are going to try to find some for drilling. Easiest way, but let's just see if we have any down here. Nope, quartz. Nope. Okay, we have 2 pieces, which is enough to make the beacon at the very least. I'll put this in here. Put the diamonds away, and here's some titanium. So, okay. We'll take it. Alright, so we're closer, but I'm going to go ahead and try to make the beacon. Deployables, make me a beacon. Thank you. Beautiful. Alright, so let's go ahead and just try to find some more of the good stuff. I guess, and by the good stuff, I mean titanium with the drill here. Go ahead and enter the prawn suit. And let's go. Thank you. And we're falling down. Okay. Alright. It's like the rest of some titanium. I'll take it if I can get this. You're darn right we got to. That might be all the difference right there. It's not, but it'd be cool. Alright. So there's like iridescent ray man, and this is not where we are. We're further in. Uh-huh. There we go. We're around this corner. There's our ridiculous base with the misplaced X sections. It's mistakes like that that make, give a base personality. Where's the easiest way to enter this thing? We have to think about that. Honestly, that's where I started, but this is probably easier. We don't want to fly over the vents necessarily. So we can just create a hatch. Actually, we have to think about is unless we build a moon pool, we're not going to be able to take the prawn suit into this base. So let's just make it like right here, because the entryway, because we need to land our prawn suit. Well, this is burning us up. It's not bad, though. Alright. Wonder if we could, let me see if I can, land this in a place that doesn't kill us. What if I, land, over here on this wall? There we go. That's great. Make me a hatch, please. Get me in there. So what we have to do as soon as we get inside is really just investigate the hull.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Right. So we need to make sure that this hull is strong enough. And I don't see an integrity marker. It doesn't seem to be a problem right now. Now, if I want to make... here we go. A thermal plant. I need titanium, magnetite, and aerogel. So, we have rubies. Solar panel's not going to do anything. We need this. We have the gold. We have the titanium. Let's go ahead and make some interior grow beds, though. Get those going. There's no oxygen at the moment. And we don't have enough titanium for that. But anyway, we've got our little base started. So that's what we need. We need aerogel. If I look at my recipe list with aerogel, we know that it needs gel sacks and rubies. Unfortunately, I don't believe I brought any gel sacks, but actually there might have been some, not in this biome, but right before, like where our Cyclops was, where we could locate this kind of stuff. So let's bear all that in mind. And I'm going to look, I need titanium to build storage lockers so we can just start like putting supplies here and things like that. And you could see, like, if we wanted to go this way, yeah, there are some smaller leviathans. Not a huge deal. I'm just going to kind of check on this side for anything that we can drill. I guess some wreckage would be good. Yeah, there's quartz, which... Here we go, here we go. Ah, is this lead? No, this looks good. This is perfect. This is exactly what we need. I'm like a dentist, working on your teeth. Don't worry. Hey, storage has no room. How about that? So we can pick it up, though, ourselves. So some things I like to do if this becomes a problem, look at these rolling titanium chunks, that's funny, is just open up the storage and then see what you can carry in your own inventory. And I could carry, like, most of this. So I'm just going to kind of, like, load up into my own main inventory everything else, and then that way the prawn can continue drilling, and then we can go build lockers and stuff and do all that. Okay, great. So this is good for building grow beds. This is good for building most of the power stuff. But we do need that gel sack. All right. Now, what I'm going to do right now is go back to my base. And build some lockers and just offload all of my inventory so that I have more room. You know. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh my god, I've fallen. How could they do this to me? Alright, so this is where we want to be. Okay, I'm gonna get out. And I'm just gonna build like right here. Locker. 1, 2. Alright. And then all this quartz. Just basically everything. Good. The prawn storage. Uh-huh. Oh, there's some kind of update for No Man's Sky. I saw that they were putting out a new version, like a new main update, but I don't think that it's out yet. I could be wrong now. I think they were just speculating. Alright. So now we have some stuff stored away there. And the aerogel is pretty important so that we can have power. I mean, here's a ruby, which is not bad, but we have just plenty of them on the Cyclops. The thing is that we can't build solar power. We could try to build a bioreactor, but in this guide series, I haven't gotten the thermal power online yet, so it would be fun to just show that off. Okay. I was just momentarily looking around. Yeah, you got all these diamonds around this thermal vent. I guess if you wanted to, you could, like, install the other... You know, there's some titanium. Take out the drill. I'm going to get all this, actually. This is just absolutely essential for our base building. Chop it up. Mix it up. Sometimes the last bits of it are hard to get, but I'm not skimping out on this. I need it all. There you go. Great. And you can see our Cyclops is just right there. Now, sometimes, if you time this right, you can make this move. Kind of catapult yourself around a little bit. I guess it's worth checking on the Cyclops if we have... Oh, God. That is a warper. It's worth checking on the Cyclops if we've got any gel sacks before I go just exploring. Plus, we've got problems. With warpers. That's 2 bites. Those guys, every time, yep, there's 3 bites. They're doing 5 damage per hit. There you go. It's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. That is a full locker. That is also a full locker. Wow. Now, I want to make this, but I've got to get the some titanium out of here. I need another locker up here. There. Just for the future. We got to have lots of storage space here. Alright, let me see if any of these contain what we're looking for. I got blood oil. I mean, ghost shroom. Oh my goodness, we've got them. I was actually wise. One time. Alright. So we can make an aerogel. It's 1-to-1. I didn't need 2 rubies. Alright, and then let's look at this. If we want to make... This is aerogel, titanium, and magnetite. Now, magnetite, how much of that do I have? It's a lot of lithium. That's a lot of not magnetite. I know I have some at my main base. Oh dear. Oh no! Magnetite. Scourge of my existence. You hate to see that. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I don't think I can actually plant them without oxygen. I need to leave really quickly. I forgot to put the beacon down. I'll just put it around here. It's pretty close by. I actually have to get out. And now I'll just kind of drop this. And we'll change the name. We're going to call this Ghost Base. Alright. That's good enough. I probably... Making that decision, I didn't need to get out, but... Alright. Here we go. A lot of the time it's like this, where when you try to build a base down here, you just need a lot of supplies, and you can't procure everything on site. We actually got really close to doing that. These nasties. They're biting our prawn suit a little bit. Come on in there. We're so close. Get me in there. There we go. Made it. Sweet. Alright.
Engine powering up.
So I'm just going to turn around. Not always the easiest thing to do. Let me use the other camera. There we go. Oh my god. Might have just killed that big boy. That's what you get. Alright, so we'll just move up. Crash a bunch. Now I'm just going to make sure that there's not like magnetite as we transition into this next biome. Either in terms of something we can, like along the ground, that is lithium, not magnetite. There's titanium in the way of, you know, aurora chunks. These electrical guys are getting a little bit close for my liking. There's a bigger... That's a standard Leviathan. Okay. He's coming for us. Look at him. There he is. He's flying with us. Alright, so let's head towards our base. He shouldn't want to go... super shallow, but I don't know, maybe he does. He does. I'm surprised. Now there he goes. I think he got... I wonder if he got stuck to our Cyclops right there. You could see, by the way, like, we didn't get hurt at all. It wasn't that he injured us or anything. You can hear him. He is not happy. Alright. I'm actually going to go to the conning tower. Jump out. I'm just heading back to our base because there's so many different things that we might need beyond just magnetite, and let's just pick up everything we can in one go and then head back. Then, if we're missing any ingredients, we can go farm them. But I've just found it's best to kind of like try to minimize going, you know, back and forth and around and... Whoa. I'll tell you what, this is far away. Here we go, jumping out of the water with our Seamoth. There's my big buddies. Now we're talking. Alright. I am going to stop right here.
Engine powering down.
Okay, so while we're here, it's probably wise to take out any empty power cells. Or low power cells and recharge them. Heck yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Alright. How's the fish tank? It seems almost cruel how small the tank is, considering the population. Alright. What do we got in here? Here's the magnetite. So the question is, like, how many do I need? So what we're going to do is just look at, for example, this and say, okay, for this, we just need 2 magnetite, 5 titanium, and we only need to build 1 of these. And then for this, we just need gold and titanium. That's very easy. We know that we're also going to want to build in this... None of this. We don't need any of that. Oh, we want the fiber mesh for our own Cyclops. A fabricator is kind of nice, but the Cyclops should always be pretty nearby, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's start gathering stuff. Alright, oh, look at all this titanium. This is great. We'll need the silver. I'm just taking anything that's like, looks like it could be useful. I'll take a couple magnetite extra, just in case. I can't remember how to make that mesh. Nutrient blocks, huh? Fiber mesh, how do I make you? You take... Oh, I need a bunch of creep vine samples. Well, that's easy. You know, I could grow, of course, my own, but it's so close by, there's really no reason to do it. Alright, so I'm going to head out. And creep vine should be like right over here. My inventory is kind of full, isn't it? I'm going to dump stuff off at the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All set.
I really can't dump that much. It's very full here. Here we go. Oh, no, we're good. There it is. Okay. Let's get our knife out. Let's get the samples. Take that. We could have backup med kits like on our base down there because we might get hurt. We're swimming a lot. Look at that glass tube. Looks so good. Make me the fiber mesh. Boom. Sweet. Well, honestly, I'm going to drop some off here. But to make the med station, all we need is 1, right? Computer chip might be a little bit tricky, just because I'll need table coral for that. So let me make sure I'm taking enough of that kind of stuff. It's everywhere around here, but How many did we get? 2? That's not enough. There we go. That should be enough. Sweet. So now I think we have just about everything we want to take back to our base. And we're doing beautifully. Everyone, we're trying to build a base, and we're going to explore that area further. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for sharing all of your tips and advice. Take care.